Libra, welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here and thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to pull a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is what Spirit has for the collective this week. I have set that intention with my guides and with this deck. So if you are here because this is in your feed, then this message is for you. And if you are here because of the title, then this message is definitely for you. So let's get into the tarot, see what Spirit has. We will go deeper into the message and I will pull oracle cards in the extended. If you're interested, there is a link below for Patreon for just this video, or you can sign up for a membership. All that information is down below. So be sure and like the video, leave a comment if you feel called to do so. But definitely subscribe if you like the messages. All of that really helps my channel to grow, and I appreciate that. But it also pushes the message out for others to get as well. So I appreciate that. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Judgment card. So the Judgment card is rebirth. This is like an awakening. It is accepting of lessons in the past and then, you know, opening up to new opportunities and really moving into a new timeline, a new way of being, a new mental state, right? So it's releasing judgment of yourself and others, right? And then like a spiritual awakening is kind of going on here, right? These people are literally waking up out of their graves here and awakening to things. So it's this cycle of like surrendering to the lessons, accepting what is, and then releasing judgment of yourself and others, and then you know, forgiving yourself for certain situations, or you know, just releasing judgment in general, and then moving on, leaving the past behind. But it's like a whole rebirth, right? Like that's not an easy energy. It can be a very lengthy process as well, right? Like a spiritual awakening doesn't happen overnight, but I feel like there is like this rebirth coming through for you and moving into a new cycle. The situation is the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is about balance. This is about needing to prioritize things, right? Like maybe taking on too much and needing balance and stability. When you focus on prioritizing what's most important, that's what's going to bring you that balance, right? That's how you achieve that. So, you know, the schedule and personal obligations. This can be balancing resources, you know, balancing your emotions, because when you get overwhelmed, then you can get imbalanced very easily, right? And they can kind of wash over you and knock you off balance. So this is just a need to prioritize and balance things out right now in life in general, right? So you could feel like very overwhelmed, like tension, again, maybe taking on too many things, like needing to juggle too much here. We have the ships in the back, which I always see, like the ups and downs, like the ebbs and flow of life, needing to be flexible and go with the flow and prioritize what's most important and let everything else go, right? So the blockage here is the Sun. The Sun is my favorite card in the deck. It's happiness, joy, clarity, optimism. This is just really you know, unicorns and rainbows is what I joke about, but it's like that inner child happiness, right? Like the warmth of the sun, and you know, what is your definition of happiness? But this is, you know, the light coming back on in like dark times. So with this being a blockage, it could really kind of um it could be blocking your optimism. Like really, you know, you might be confused, you might be a little pessimistic and not very hopeful at this time, right? Like it's kind of just taking your light, is what I just saw the sun like a light bulb, right? Like maybe it's the situation, this tension, or this needing to prioritize things, maybe feeling like you have to juggle everything on your own, is really kind of taking from your happiness and joy. The cause of this is the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is a painful ending, right? So this can be manipulation, lies, deceit. It can be, all of those things, all those really negative things. I mean, this person has 10 swords in his back, right? So there was clearly a painful cycle that took place. But the good thing about the 10 is that it is the end, right? Like it's a transformation. So I feel like that's kind of what that judgment is about. Like this is you kind of awakening after going through a tough cycle, um, and then being able to kind of transform what has occurred and allowing yourself to understand like this has served a purpose, right? Like the acceptance, the judgment, like don't judge yourself and accept this lesson. Like the cause of this, pessimism, or this like feeling like your joy is has been like taken away, right? Like your light is gone, is because you've been through a painful cycle and you're probably taking on a lot, right? You're having to juggle everything on your own. Maybe that's, maybe you're a single parent. Maybe, they're just like a lot of things at work that you had to take on, right? This can be in your personal life. This can be in business. It could involve both, since it's juggling a lot, right? But what you've left behind, in the recent past that is affecting this present situation is the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is tension, it's conflict, it's arguments. It's kind of like this emotional turmoil, right? So, again, this could be in love or business, but it's just, um, those are all natural things. Like we all have disagreements, we all have arguments, but I feel like maybe this was constant, right? Especially with this painful ending. There was some kind of conflict, or maybe like an ego battle here, and it's kind of left you feeling powerless. And you need to know when to walk away, right? Like these people are walking away, and maybe they feel defeated. Maybe you feel defeated in this, and that's what's taking your optimism and your joy, right? um, because you were stabbed in the back here. I feel like this was just a really heavy situation, and you could be feeling very defeated and exhausted. Like there's, powerless at work, powerless in your love life, and I feel like that's spirit's way of nudging you to leave situations, right? And that's what pushes you into a spiritual awakening, is realizing that you are no longer supposed to stay in situations, right? As difficult as that is to accept, again, it's about accepting this situation for what it is. Your higher self or your spirit guides are giving you the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles is, again, like this focusing on lack. You feel financially depleted. This person could have stole money from you, right? Like with this stabbed in the back, like they obviously deceived you. There was lies, manipulation that have happened, and it has you feeling in lack, right? Because you trusted this person, right? So now you're not only lacking a friend or a loved one, but you're lacking in money, kind of just holding yourself back here. But also, what you need to realize, I feel like your guides are trying to tell you that like there's a building right here, right? So these people could easily knock on a door, knock on that window, and get some help. Like you're not alone in this situation as much as you may feel alone. You're divinely guided, right? Like you have this archangel here that is watching over these people. This is a difficult situation that you're going through, and you may have to do certain parts of it by yourself, right? Like physically, but you're never truly alone. Like there's always people to help. Maybe this is telling you to reach out to others, even if it's just your spirit guides, right? And ask for guidance, ask for help here. And if you have friends or loved ones that you can rely on in this situation, definitely, ask for help, because a lot of times we do need help. But I feel like you just need to keep that faith in the divine to lift you out of this period of loss. Because you are worthy, right? Like this is like a very like defeated. You have Five of Swords and Five of Pentacles. So you're just feeling really beat down and defeated here. And I totally get that after a Ten of Swords event. Like that's, manipulation. Like it's really kind of taken a part of you here. And I just feel like you really just need to accept what has happened, right? As much as it sucks and you have gone through it. But again, you have this archangel here, like spirit has your back. So in the immediate future, we have the Page of Pentacles. And I love that because this is that fresh new energy, right? Pages are like that younger energy, because they are the youngest of the court cards, right? So usually it's like seen as immature or like a young person, but it's also that youthful energy, like new, fresh energy, youthful type of energy. But this is about like a manifestation and a solid beginning. So this could be a job offer coming in. This could be a new relationship that is coming together. But whatever it is that's coming together, right? Whatever you've been, if you've been manifesting, because this is a card of manifestation, it is stable. It is solid. The pentacles are earth energy, very grounded, very stable energy. So whatever this message is that is coming in here is going to be stable and grounded, and it's going to last. Like, it's not just going to come in and then leave, right? Like, it's going to be really grounded. So it's some kind of news of stability. So the pages are like messengers. So there's probably some message about a new beginning coming in here, again, whether that's in love or your work, right? A new opportunity. This could be a new business opportunity or a new opportunity at your current job. Yeah, you are manifesting. So in your thoughts and feelings, we have the Magician. So the Page of Pentacles is that manifestation coming in here. So whatever you have been manifesting for yourself, maybe this is a new job because you feel financially depleted, right? Maybe this person deceived you out of money. Maybe this is a new love offer because you've been let down in the past, right? Whatever this is. The Magician is that master manifestor card, right? Like, he has everything that he needs. He has air, earth, fire, and water, right? He's got the swords, the wands, the cups, the pentacles, and he manifests his reality. And I feel like you are maybe feeling very creative or inspired right now, right? Because he does take like that inspired action. And he is like very connected to spirit. So maybe you really feel like you are creative and working with spirit to bring your manifestations in. He has like the wand pointed up to the sky, and then he has his finger down to the ground, right? Like, as above, so below. And with that infinity sign, like, he is very connected to his spiritual practice and to the divine here. So I feel like maybe you really are manifesting and you feel very creative and inspired at this time, which is very good after going through something like this. That can be very hard to be optimistic. I just feel like also this is a really magnetic time for you because you are going through some kind of awakening here, some kind of rebirth, and it's bringing in like a new opportunity that you have been manifesting. So that's like a whole new beginning here, right? Which I love for you because you've obviously been through a difficult time. In your environment, the influence here is the Star card, and I love that as well. So the Star is like this renewal of hope for the future, right? And it's all about healing, and she lights your path to the healing. And it's about, again, going with the flow, working with the energy instead of against it, right? Because you have like this water that just flows. I don't even know if I can show these cards. I need to like block them out or whatever, get a marker. Anyway, so the Star is like that healing energy, right? After a time of really painful or violent transformation, right? Like, if the Tower card, but you have the Ten of Swords and the Judgment, which is pretty close to the Tower card, right? Like, you've obviously been through a very tough cycle and a rebirth here, like kind of accepting the lessons and really kind of learning from it and then alchemizing it, right? So you're not just repeating the cycle. Like, this is new, fresh, right? With the Page of Pentacles here. So that's a very good energy. You're not repeating a cycle, as much as it, probably was painful to go through. But you're definitely like alchemizing, working with the energy, and healing your mind, body, and spirit here, and then getting back into that creative flow, and using this lesson to your advantage, again, like alchemizing that energy. That's amazing energy. It's also about wish fulfillment too, with that big star up there. So in your hopes and fears, we have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is about harmony. It can be nostalgia, right? Like past memories. But in this case, I feel like this is you really hoping for like some harmony and support, feeling comfortable. This is about like your comfort zone and home, feeling safe, right? Like, you have these two kids that are playing in this courtyard, and you have this guard back here with a spear, right? So these kids have no problem like playing there because they feel safe, like they're guarded, right? Again, like, didn't I say that a minute ago? Holy crap. Like, you're protected, right? Like, spirit is with you on this. Like, they've seen you through this, and they're going to continue to carry you through this. So I feel like you're just very hopeful for comfort and safety and harmony, right? Like you're ready for things to kind of balance out. You want to feel safe. And then it's like, that again, that inner child happiness, because here it was, this took your optimism and like kind of that inner child feeling. When I think of my inner child, I think like this happy, playful, creative, free spirited kid, and time or situations can really beat that down. So I feel like this is you kind of hoping to get back to that creative and inspired energy here, which I love this. So the potential outcome is the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is Sagittarius energy, right? That fire energy, but this is passions, and it is fiery energy. Taking some sort of inspired action here, and then like really getting your confidence and reigniting that spark of passion that you have, right, to move along towards your goals, and then trusting your intuition to kind of guide you and um, push you through that, and in order to act on certain things that you want to do in order to move things forward, right? So like this is going to, I feel like this message or this offer coming in here is really going to kind of reignite you and reignite your passion for life and in general, right? And kind of bring that light back here that has been taken from you. So I really love this. I mean, it is again like a younger energy. It's a knight instead of a page, so it is, not as youthful, but it's still like that young vitality, that passionate energy, and just again finding that passion and spark for life in order to move forward here. So you've definitely ended a very tough cycle here. That Ten of Swords is a hard energy to go through, but again, I feel like you are starting to accept that and move forward. You do have this in your immediate future, so I would expect some kind of message soon, some kind of offer, whether that's in love or business. Could just be an adventure, right? Whatever it is, but I would definitely be open to it because, again, I feel like you're being guided here. And I feel like you are trusting your intuition, right? With this Magician, you're feeling inspired, you're feeling creative, very connected to spirit. Maybe you have really been working on your spiritual practice, like meditation, things like that. So I love this energy for you. So that's really awesome. I'm going to go ahead and move this into the extended if you're interested, if you feel like this message is for you. Again, you can do it through Patreon, which there's a link below, or you can sign up for membership. If this is where we part, then I hope that this message helped, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.